Y'all, Christmas morning is fast approaching, isn't it? It's approaching way too fast because I'm not even in that space yet or ready to be in that space yet. But I am ready to get into the space where I want to write down what I'm preparing, for my family or friends if they should come. So I'm going to share with y'all a breakfast casserole recipe, and it's so delicious. Plus, you make it the night before, cover it with a wrap, put it in the refrigerator, and then pull it out that morning. And if you've got time, let it sit on the counter, and kind of not be so cold. And then put it in the oven, and you're looking at probably 45 minutes to an hour on it, and it is delicious. I was just somewhere, and they served this. Now, where was I? Where were we, Eddie? But they serve this, and it's just really good. It's a good recipe. The first thing I'm going to do, are you thinking, Eddie?
I'm thinking. I'm trying to think. I can't remember being anywhere.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have breakfast. Is the thing, but somebody had made this. The first thing I'm going to do is take a pound of ground breakfast sausage and just brown it off some. You don't have to kill it because it's going to be cooking for another 45 minutes to an hour in the oven. So like I said, we don't have to feel like we're going to kill it. But while that's browning, I just want to send out a couple of thank yous. There's some folks out there, some of our viewers that knew I didn't have a dough blender. And I had thrown it away because it kept cutting my hand. It'd roll and cut my hands. So I have misplaced. Who sent this?
I don't think it had anything in the package with a name on it.
Really?
Yeah, it's a mystery gift. And they sent 2 of them.
Well, I thank you for that mystery gift. And you know who you are. I don't, but you do. And look what I got, which I just love. I love having fresh garlic on the vine to hang in my kitchen and use it from. And I got a card from Laurie Duffy. And she said she'd been meaning to send this to me for a long, long time. And their town where she's from, she didn't mention her town, but they had the Glory Garlic Festival. And she said that we actually made the Glory Garlic bread on one of the videos. In fact, it was Jamie that made it. So I'm so happy that I'm sharing it with everybody out there. These are recipes that you may love for Christmas. And Laurie, thank you so much for the garlic. I've just got to find just the right place to hang it. Y'all are all so sweet. Okie doke. Now, I did not overcook this because remember I told you it's going to be cooking for about another hour. And I'm not chopping it to death. I want you to have some substance in the sausage. I want you to be able to look at it and tell what it is and taste what it is. Usually I put my bread on the bottom. So let's see if that's what I did this time. Yeah. So you want to put the bread in first, and this has been buttered. The bread's been buttered and cut into cubes. So the first thing we're going to do is put that. It's going to stick to me because of the butter. Now, in this particular recipe, you'll find some of my recipes. I put sliced new potatoes that are cooked, onions. I just change it around every different way, just suit the people that I'm feeding. So now this one calls for a tablespoon of sage. Now, sage is a very strong herb. So if you don't care for sage, you don't have to use it. Now we're going to sprinkle the cheeses next over our bread. And this is a white cheddar. For some reason, I adore white cheddar. I just love white cheddar cheese. To me, somehow it just tastes different. And I know that's all in my head, y'all. All right, let's see. Okay, so all the cheeses go on it this time. Uh-oh. Okay, I've got 7 eggs. You'd think 7 eggs wouldn't be enough, but it's a gracious plenty. Somebody had told us, I told y'all that the chickens just weren't laying eggs like they were. And so we don't know if it's because the weather turned cool or what. But anyway, somebody told us to put a red light in the coop. And so it looks like the red light district when you pull up into our yard. And but today we had 3 eggs versus yesterday only 1.
We haven't tried the adding the cayenne pepper.
Yeah, and they told us to add. Well, I think actually the cayenne pepper. I think maybe the pepper seeds.
We'll try.
So they could see it, because the cayenne pepper. I mean, that's ground so tiny they may not know what it is. And where is that I'm getting hot? So I think they could see the seeds. All right, now this calls for I think a half a teaspoon. Yeah, half a teaspoon of cayenne. Now, if you're feeding a bunch of children, I wouldn't put that much. So I'm leaving half out. I'm putting in dry mustard. And if you want to get your eggs real fluffy, you can use a little hand mixer. And I need 1 tablespoon of fresh sage. I think that's what it said. Yes, of chopped fresh sage. Salt and pepper to taste. All right, so I'm using not quite a full tablespoon. So this breakfast casserole is really geared toward adults. So you can modify this to make it to suit your family's wants and needs. Like I said, I love it. I'll boil a pot of new potatoes, and after they're done, I'll slice them and put a layer of those in there, and then bell pepper and onion. I'll cook those. So there's just so many ways that you can do this. You can put in bacon along with the sausage, but I think this is going to be good just like this. So we're almost there. And I am going to go ahead and put a little of my hot sauce, because I know that a lot of that heat will cook out. And I don't have to worry about burning anybody up. Unlike the cayenne. All right, I can't remember. Am I using half and half of regular milk?
Regular.
That's what I thought. But if you like half and half, if you like a richer dish, then You can bump that up to half and half. And like I said, some of these pieces are still a little pink, and I want them that way because we need a little bit of fat from the sausage to give it flavor. And if you are making this for adults, excuse me, I've been talking so much, I'm about to lose my voice today. If you're making this for adults, you can buy sausage, the hot breakfast sausage. So you may want to do that if you really want to challenge somebody's taste buds. Okay. So we're just going to pour this. Okay. So plastic wrap into the refrigerator. And in the morning when I get ready to serve my guest, or about an hour before, I will pull this out and put it in the oven. So we're going to go ahead and stick this in our oven. And in 45 minutes, I'm having breakfast. Okay, I'm fixing to taste this wonderful breakfast casserole. And I've topped it with a little fresh sage and parsley. And that lets people know what's in it. So it just looks delicious. Look at all the cheese. Oh. Do love all that cheese. Now you can see little cubes of bread in this, where you wouldn't, if that had set overnight, you wouldn't see those, the cubes. They would have been totally, and you can't see them bad. The dark is the sausage, where you top the sausage on top of the, and then after it came out of the oven, I just sprinkled a little grated Parmesan cheese on it. This is so good. I'm glad I didn't put the whole teaspoon of cayenne pepper in it though, because it's a little on the spicy side. And I've got a sissy palate, but it's not too hot for me. So I hope that this helps y'all out a little bit. If you got a lot of company coming in, it'll make a great, easy dish for you to fix the night before and then put in the oven the morning of. So Merry Christmas, love and best dishes to all of y'all.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.